Bhad Bhabie has endured a lot despite being only 22 years old. During a recent appearance on Dinner with the Dawn with Ari Fletcher, she shared some of her most painful experiences, and everyone is shocked, you guys. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the relationship with Danielle Bregoli and her former bodyguard, as well as a lot of things she had to expose about her mom in this episode. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. Most of you may have heard about Danielle Bregoli from her time during the Dr. Phil show, and you also may remember that she explained how she was involved in a program called Turnabout Ranch, which was pretty much a facility for troubled youth that she was sent to after her viral appearance on Dr. Phil. In the episode, Danielle alleges that children had been molested there. Ari goes on to ask if she had ever been molested herself, which led Danny to open up about her heartbreaking past. Although she didn't specifically mention being molested at Turnabout Ranch, Bhad Bhabie revealed that she was molested by her mother's ex-boyfriend from the ages of 3 to 6, you guys.
I mean, who's molested you? Well, I was molested by my mom's ex-boyfriend from 3 to 6.
Now, Danielle let out another alarming admission, revealing that another person allegedly molested her between the ages of 13 to 16. You guys, this is so heartbreaking.
And then I was molested by my from 13 to 16.
Hold on.
And then I had...
Now, who she mentioned was blurred out during the show for legal reasons, but it was clear to many online that she was referring to her bodyguard. Yes, that bodyguard that we all saw her with when she was blowing up on social media, Frank Dellatto. Danielle also told Ari that she had 30-year-old boyfriends when she was just 16, and when Ari asked her if anybody went to jail for the disgusting crimes she mentioned earlier about being molested, Danielle gave a gut-wrenching response. She said that nobody ever goes to jail when it comes to her.
Hold on.
And then I had 30-year-old boyfriends when I was 16, 17, 18.
Where's He's still out living his life?
He's living his life. Too.
Is that used to be with you?
Mm-hmm.
He was molested?
Yeah.
You could feel the energy shift after Bhad Bhabie shared her story. Ari instantly went into full-blown mommy and friend mode. She was just being super comforting. Now, for those who don't remember, Danielle had a bodyguard from around 13 to 16 years old. She was always out and about with this bodyguard, and she even had this guy in her music videos, which looking back now is very odd. Like, why is this man who's nearly twice your age in a music video with you, especially when he's strictly supposed to be your bodyguard as a celebrity, since she was blowing up nationwide, you guys. Mind you, Frank also had a whole wife and kids, but now in resurfaced clips, people are catching on to Frank's inappropriate behavior towards Danny, especially after having admitted that she was molested. In these clips, Frank is caught hugging Bhad Bhabie, touching her legs, taking a bath with her, and just being super close with her. This is insane, you guys, and I can't believe people are just now seeing these clips for what they are, and how her mom was also seeing this happen right in front of her eyes and seemed okay with it. Like, how did you not think any of this was a red flag, Barbara? Suddenly, just a few years later, people started to notice Danny's bodyguard was never to be seen with her. He was just completely wiped off her social media, out of her life. People started to wonder what happened, because they seemed way too close compared to other celebs and their bodyguards. Well, the truth is, people believe Frank ended up getting fired by Danny's mom when Danny was around 16, or they believe he left the scene once Danny started getting to know Lavon, her current baby daddy. But this is still crazy that her mom couldn't read between the lines and see how Frank wasn't a good influence or a good person in general to have as a bodyguard. Considering the hugging and everything, this explains her behavior around him and her body language. I said he's touching her too much. Now it makes sense why she hated her mom. You see, the thing is, Danny relied on Frank more than anyone could have anticipated. Danny's father was out of her life since a young age, and even though her mother was around, Danny was always closer to Frank. She never really had that father figure, and despite their 20-year age gap and Frank being nearly twice her size, he was the only one who seemed to have calmed her down. Danny was wild at the time after she blew up on Dr. Phil. She was was acting out, getting in fights, being super crazy, but people completely glossed over their relationship. In Danny's Snapchat show from a few years ago, Frank was portrayed as a father figure who would step in between Bhad Bhabie and her mom, trying to keep the peace and prevent their arguments. Her mom would use him as a way to control and punish Danny when she acted out, and hearing all of this now is truly shocking, but it's just so sad how much Danny has gone through, and hopefully she gets through this or finds a way to cope with this in a healthy way. Of course, Ari couldn't go through this interview without asking Danielle about that viral clip where she was slapping her mom from just about a month ago. Everyone saw that clip, and pretty much everyone was shocked that Danielle was even slapping her mother and being physical with her own mom, but the full story was unknown at the time. But Danielle finally explained it in this video. She shared that she had just lost a close friend of hers, and her mom had allegedly made racist comments that Danny just couldn't tolerate. She was already grieving, and the disrespect from her mom pushed her over the edge.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and your mama is crazy. Y'all always got some shit going on.
And I be telling her, I'm like, please don't fight when you can't fight, because I don't feel like fighting.
Why was y'all fighting at the house today?
Because it was my friend Mariah who passed away. It was her funeral, and I was leaving out of town to go to her funeral. And my mom was just like, my mom is a white lady. She was like, I'm glad that monkey's dead. So I went downstairs and I smacked the out of her. And then
Why
we
she
got
said
to
that about your
tussling.
friend?
Because that's how she talks about everybody. She don't care. You think my mama bad? You should have met my grandpa Frank. Whew.
But you got a black child, so how she feel about your
That's
child?
what killed my grandpa. That's literally what killed my grandpa.
You having a black baby? For real? Where your daddy at?
He cool. He don't act like that.
Do you talk to your daddy?
Yeah, I do. Now I do. My grandma not though. My grandma be cool. I haven't seen her do nothing, but.
So do you
mama?
trust your mama around your baby?
Yeah.
Like you don't think she'll do nothing to your baby?
Like pictures or something.
Shit, I don't know. Oh my God. But you still cool with your mama though?
Yeah, I don't think she'll do nothing to the baby.
So how do you balance having a black boyfriend? Cause really all your
Separated.
boyfriends, yeah, like how
Keep everybody separate. I've never had a white or Spanish or Indian nothing.
did you ever have your mama ever dated a black man?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
How you racist and you a black man?
That's what everybody say.
Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. As of now, if you try looking for Frank on social media, it seems like he's nowhere to be found. He seemingly deleted his account a while back. He most likely was getting a ton of backlash since these clips started to resurface, but I want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.